We are again, episode 11, Final Fantasy. Episodes are kind of messed up, I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably go through after I beat the game and like actually make like an individual like boss fight playlist or something like that. Yeah, I will do that because I want to go back through the game anyways and beat it on the harder levels, you know. But it's starting to become quite challenging. I'm gonna say this, but I know it can get a lot harder. I can't really. What I'm curious about is if I go back to some of the other levels and that I've already beaten, and I think I can try it on harder levels if I'll continue to gain XP, and then if I can come back and still have that XP and be stronger. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, but we'll find out together. So, all right, guys, let's get it. I'm quiet for the most part. You know how this goes. We watch everything, so spoilers are going to happen. We're not going to pretty much skip anything except for the dialogue that has nothing to do with the story, which is mostly like the side quests and stuff, which those are just like character introduction things. If you want to get to know the characters yourself, that's fine, but I ain't going to do it. So, all right, here we go. I guess I should say, when I say characters, I mean like the little side dudes that don't matter to the main story. You know what I mean? Something else, guys. You see how I'm just gradually drifting here to the left? Now, I don't know if this is stick drift. I'm assuming it's stick drift, but let's see. I'm going to switch controllers. I want to see if it stops, because I've noticed in this game that it tends to, like, pull in a direction. Looky there, it stopped. But the reason I said that is because I have noticed in this game that it tends to pull the camera to like the center point of your direction where you're looking, like in the center of this road. So like if I'm to look this way, it'll gradually pull. See, I'm not doing that. It pulls it itself, you know? So anyways, yeah, we're just going to continue on. We're probably, like I said, we might try to go back and do some of those harder levels, or those other levels on a harder difficulty. And yeah, I think that might be a plan to see if we can get the XP that we want, you know. Let's go ahead and continue the mission first, and then we'll go from there. Actually, let's see if this dude's got it right. People don't always remember that, you know, how important it is to level up your weapons. Revisit the blacksmith guy here. Also, the person at the store. She tends to get new stuff from time to time. So if I look, I'm just going to see what she's got. She's got Gaia's Blade, which it doesn't come anywhere near my Invictus, not yet. Let's see if she's got any good charms. So far, nothing really yet. Now, the Breath of Fire, this is a heat wave, which I believe I already own one, I think. Reduces heat waves cooldown by 2.7 seconds. I don't have one of those. Okay. What is this? Oh, a potion. Iron Tonic gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Okay, that's new. Let's go talk to the blacksmith first before we make a decision on what we're gonna do here.
Make it quick.
Because you can always tell by what he's got whether it's. See, look, this flame tongue here is gonna outdo what I already have. So I need to find wherever this flame tongue weapon is. It takes a storm cry, a fire shard, and a meteorite. So do I have I think I have a storm cry. I can craft this. Now this, okay, why am I, for one, it's higher, right, than what I currently have. And then for two, I should be able to reinforce it, which will then give it another buff. So let's craft it.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Went ahead and did that. Let's go to reinforce. Now we don't have a reinforcement for it though, unfortunately. We're still in the greens on all of our reinforcements. But the blade itself was, I'll show you guys. I will go into our equipment here. So when you get the game, I am assuming that I'm not sure if it's the way that I bought the game or what, but let me show you. If you go up here to system, when you first start the game, right in here is going to be in this treasure chest. There's these things that say redeemable items. The first, the Brave Blade. The only difference between the two is purely cosmetic. One looks the Brave Blade looks way better than the Onion Sword, in my opinion. Anyways, you're up until this point. Well, okay, so you get that. Then you can play through all the way to a certain point where you're basically till you go back to your old home. When you get there, you're gonna get your father's old clothes and stuff. And again, you guys know there's spoilers in here. We've talked about this. Okay, so why I'm telling you guys all this is I want you to completely avoid buying, selling, or doing anything for blades or armor. As far as your sword is concerned in the beginning. And then when you get to the house, she's going to give you, I'm going to show you. She's going to give you this bond and this, and then she gives you not the flame tongue, but she gives you this Invictus. And you see the Invictus is 165, 165. The flame tongue is 180, 180. And what is that? That's 180 attack, 180 break, right? Because in the game, everything's got like a break limit and all this stuff, right? So what else do we got here? Wicked Wheel. We might have to make a couple builds here, guys, while we're just kind of sitting here chit chatting. This Timely Strikes is pretty cool, but I don't think I need. The only reason I have it now, honestly, is because of the dog. Ring of Timely Focus is great, you know, with everything, but I think I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking we're gonna benefit more from some of these buffs, you know. So let's go to our abilities. We're at 137 right now. I'll be honest, we need to wait until we have this. I need to get more points until I can get this. I need to get that. This isn't so much of an issue. Not too much concerned with this. And you know, this is the powers of the Phoenix. This is the Garuda powers, right? This is all of Garuda's. And this is all of Ifrit's, right? Which is the second fire archon, right? Okay, the second dominant, the fire dominant, right? The Phoenix is supposed to be the only one, but yeah, there's two, right? Yay! All right, it looks like I can master that though, which is this, which is extremely effective. What is mastering it going to do for me though? I don't really know. I'm going to wait because the builds are going to matter around stuff like this. And when I get in these harder levels, I need this in these builds. All right, so let's go to our first. We're going to go all the way back here. And this is going to be our first build, okay? Okay, so let's start with, first of all, we're probably going to leave our rings alone for now. So we're going to, Timely Focus is going to stay. And Timely Strikes. Timely Strike stays mainly because when we go into, if you read this one, the read a Timely set, when it says, when equipped, the pet commands are executed automatically, and Toriel's actions will adapt to Clive's. So if I attack, he attacks. If I attack a certain way, he'll attack a certain way, because there's two different attack modes. Then, also, he will heal me. So if I heal myself, say, with like a small healing potion, he will also let out a howl where it will also heal me a little bit, so I don't have to use a big healing potion. Now, why does that matter? It's mattering. I'm saying this because of the next sentence. The next sentence, the Ring of Timely Assistance effects are included on the Ring of Timely Strikes. So, if anything, we will get rid of the Ring of Timely Focus, which gives us time, slows down right before a really bad attack. But to be completely honest, I'm starting to get a little better. I don't know if I really need that. So if anything, we get rid of Ring of Timely. So let's remember this. Ring 3 stays on. Ring 1 and 2 are going to be interchangeable, and we're going to do that directly based on what powers we're going to use. So, I don't remember all of them exactly, but when I look at them, okay, Heat Wave, I didn't care for too much. Ignition is pretty cool. So let's go, but I don't think I have a, Well, right now we've got Scarlet Cyclone. That's another good one, though. Okay, so D is assigned to Scarlet Cyclone, and then Rising Flames. You know what? We'll keep that. We'll keep that. But what's this charm? This is the Rising Flame, 10% more damage. We'll keep that. And then on our Garuda tree, we got Wicked Wheel and Gouge. Now, Wicked Wheel is cool, and Gouge is pretty cool. Rook's Gambit, jump back and deliver a punishing counter. If the jump evades an early attack, counter potency is increased and can be used in midair. It's actually pretty good, but I'm not going to do it with this build. Okay, we're gonna make this build mostly focused around this right here. Now let's see if we can get rid of timely focus for anything that might actually, gain us, something. Increase Gouge's damage by 15%. We can give that a shot. Let's give it a shot. And now Gouge is my square. Now I want to switch these around. I want my square button to always be the one that has the buff. If you guys get what I'm saying here. So what we're going to do, we want Rising Flames on square. And then on triangle, we want Cyclone. Okay, now let's go to build 2. So that's build 1 right there, right? Okay, build 2. Perfect. We'll go with Heat Wave. Rising Flame. We'll go with Heat Wave and Ignition. Now, again, I want my more powerful attacks always to be on square. So I'm going to switch these around. So this is going to be Ignition. And this is going to be Heat Wave, right? Isn't that what we decided? No. Wait. Yeah, because look, so this one's damage, a little bit of break. No, we need more break. We need more break. Yeah, that's fine there. Okay, and then here, we're going to keep Gouge, but we're going to switch out Rook's Gambit. Man, I just don't know about that Rook's Gambit. I just don't like it. Let's see if there... I just don't like it. I'm just being honest. But I guess it'll go in there for now. Okay. I mean, really, that's about all we're really at right now. We can't really do much more. I mean, we can really only do the 2 builds. The only thing we can do to change, it's going to change what we do, like Gouge and Rook's Gambit. So I know I have Rook's Gambit, damage, Wicked Wheel. Breath of the Wind, reduce the cooldown of Rook's Gambit. Let's try that. We'll make this like a breaker build, right? So we'll go Gouge, right? Because we've got Gouge. And then Rook's Gambit. And then that one and the Phoenix. Okay, and then... So when I go L1, shouldn't that switch back to the other stuff? Why doesn't it save the... It doesn't save... It doesn't save the equipment. You got to change the equipment. Okay. So that kind of throws my whole idea out of the window. I was going to make a whole like list of different builds, but... Okay, here we're Rising Flames, and we're we're going to go ahead and just get rid of... We'll keep the Gouge. Gonna get rid of this Rook's Gambit for – Let's see. We've got Scarlet Phoenix. Let's go. Woo, the Rising Flames. Okay. He's starting to get up there. His normal attack, he started out with his pedigree way down here. Now, we can change this around, so I think what we're going to do is go, what's this strength tonic? Increase power by 10% for 6 seconds. So let's put that. Why? Why can't I put it where? Let's see. Yep, there we go. Then we got a high potion and our regular potion. That's fine. Okay. Alright, I think we did what we wanted to do. Now, let's give this a try. There's this thing right here. If you hit this stone, it'll tell you that you can do a stage replay, right? And replay any previous cleared stage, but at current level. Treasure caught mean. Instructions on level gear consumables are applied. Let's see what it means. So, arcade mode, you can re-challenge previous stages and be scored on your execution. Points are awarded for performance. Flex battle techniques, the higher the score. The higher score, the better overall rating. A limit is assigned to each stage, and points can only be earned before it expires. Any accolades earned during the stage will also be added to your final score. Successful performing battle techniques are displayed in real time on the hand right. Technique scoring is following: blue, cayenne, green, and rainbow. Okay. Complex attacks will increase your. Okay, yeah.